Hey y'all, how you doing? Today I am going to be doing a seed swap haul. This seed swap is on the Facebook page, FORAR Seed Swap, that's the name of the page. And they do two seed swaps a year. They do one in October and they do one in February. And so if you are interested in jumping in on the one that happens in February, just go to that page, become a member, and then once it gets closer to time, the page will start updating and telling you the dates and all that stuff. Read through the guides while you're there, do all that. I will try to remember to put the link in the description, so that way it's easier for y'all to find the page when you're looking for it. The way this seed swap works is you will put a list of the things you have to trade, and there are rules like of how much of certain seeds you need to trade, or if you are not trading that amount, you have to let it be known on your trades list. But you will make a trade list and make a post about it. Someone will look at your list and be like, hey, I would like to trade for your plants A, B, and C, or your seeds A, B, and C. And then they'll put a link to their trade list, the things that they have available, and you will take a look at it, and then once you figure out the seeds that you want in exchange for the ones that they want, you reply to them and you write, okay, for your plants A, B, and C, I'm going to trade you seeds D, E, and F. And then once it's agreed upon, you put it on your list. At the end of the trade, at the end of the trading period, you put all your trades into an envelope and just one of these bubble mailers. And you also take a second bubble mailer and go ahead and pay for shipping back to yourself. And then you put that in your envelope with your trades. And then you send it to one central person who sorts all the trades. And then that person will send all the envelopes back to them. So in the seed trade or the seed swap, instead of say, you're trading with, like I think I traded with 17 people this round. So instead of having to send trades to 17 different people and all of the postage that would accumulate, you send it to one central person, they sort it, they put it back in the envelope that you've already paid for shipping for, and then they mail it back to you. So you're only paying to get your package there and to get your package home, as opposed to paying for postage for every single trade that's going out. I think that I have explained that in a way that makes sense. If not, you can ask questions and I'd be glad to answer them if you're truly interested in seed swapping. I get some really unique seeds this way. So I guess what we're going to do right now is get into my envelope, and I'm just going to show you what seeds I've got. Now, I don't remember what all seeds I traded for. I didn't do a video about what I sent out. I usually do, but for some reason I was not thinking of it this year. So we're just going to open this package. Let me show you. See all those envelopes? Okay, so we're just going to dip in. And here's an example. They put to my name from their name, and then they envelope up your seeds, and this is a trade from one person. This person happened to list everything they traded. That's not necessary, it's just something that they did extra. They went above and beyond. Let's see what we traded for in this. Ooh. Okay, we have a Kajari melon. We have ostrich feather aster mix. We have lemongrass, strawberry blonde marigold, sea star mix aster, peanuts Tennessee red Valencia, atomic purple gomphrena, snail vine, Zulu sweet pepper, pink carmine gomphrena, and shishito pepper. So that was trade number 1. And that's a bunch of seeds. Some of those things I've had before, but I'm out of seeds. So instead of repurchasing them, I just traded for them. Now after I'm done with my trades, anything that I didn't get that it's on my want list, I'll probably go ahead and purchase. Like, not on my want list for the trade, but just the things in the back of my mind I'd like to grow for next year. If I don't end up trading for them, then I'll go ahead and buy them. But I usually like to try to go through all my seed swaps first before I start buying seeds for the next year. Though there are exceptions, because if it's something that I'm really, really wanting bad, I'll just go ahead and buy it. Or if it's really unique and rare and I know it's unlikely to be in a seed swap. All right. This is Bitterroot. I don't know who this is from. This might just be an extra or it fell out of an envelope because I did not trade for this. Bitterroot Buttercup Winter Squash from Uprising Seeds. This is not something I traded for. And in these seed swaps, sometimes people will send seeds and be like, these are freebies or these are extras. And, you know, that does happen. This is ahi lemon drop pepper, sugar pie pumpkin, blue disc daisy, queen pink dahlia zinnia. I'm trying to put these back in the envelopes as I go, so that way I don't have a big mess laying in my floor when I'm done. Okay, the next envelope. I have, whoa, there's a lot of this. Pusa, P-U-S-A, Aceta carrot from Baker Creek. They collected these seeds themselves. Oh, that's another thing you should put on your trade list, whether it's saved seed that you've collected or whether you bought it from somewhere. But this was collected seed, and they sure sent me a bunch. This is Austin's red pear tomato and German chamomile. We've got some Halloween. We've got a sunflower, turkeys, pumpkins. Yeah, sometimes people will send little cute extras like that too. Thornburns blush tomato. We've got chocolate chestnut tomato, Gothic tomato, Mbombo beans, and these are green in tone. They're really cool. I've got a few of these beans that I saved, but I've only got like 5 or 6. Because my garden was so weedy, I literally only got like 2 pods, 3 pods, and they were small. Corsican basil, Piccolino basil, and Burlato di Vigevano bean. Can you see those? I have this I really like growing beans because I like to break them open and see what the bean itself looks like. It's just really cool to me. Kind of like whenever you bury a root vegetable, and even though you know what it's going to be, it's so fun to dig it up and see like what actually grew, because all you can see are the tops all season. I feel the same way about beans because you can see the color of the pod obviously, but then you break it open and there could be so many different colors of bean inside. We have Mammoth sunflower. This I did not trade for. This is an extra. Red noodle garden bean, Kiku melon, fuzzy rose tomato, Chiluical amarillo, I think that this is a pepper, Jack white tomato, Hungarian Magyar pepper. That is a type of pepper that's used for paprika. Sweet pickle, I think that that is a pepper as well. There's a sticker. And there's a sticker. So those are really pretty. I need to start a pile for all the stickers. And I do use those. Like I'll use these to seal envelopes and stuff when I send it back for the various seed swaps I participate in. Moldovan Dragon Balm. No, Moldovan dragon head balm. Garlic chives. This right here is a orzo campolo pepper. And this right here is a Thai red chili pepper. Some Egyptian walking onions in this one. Bouquet dill. I have Quinto pepper. And, oh, there we go. I have red long of tropea onion. I think that's how you say it. Tropea. It's something. Tropea. This has 2 packages in one. It's the lipstick pepper and the violet sparkler pepper. So I'm just going to leave this one sealed. Nasturtium dwarf cherry. Barlotti tongues of fire bean. Variegated coxcomb. I have grown this before. It's really pretty. Calendula, Pacific Beauty, mixed colors. Rudbeckia, Cherokee Sunset, and Flax Blue Louisi. Another pretty flower sticker. Banana melon. Tigerella tomato. California Wonder Pepper. That was just random. I didn't trade for that. Table Bush King's acorn squash. Partridge pea. Kohlrabi. This was just sent as a bonus. Early purple Vienna kohlrabi. I didn't trade for that either. There's a few of them in here that I didn't actually trade for, but I'm happy to have them. This is the Trifano Violetto pole bean. Super Marconi Figilio Repiccante. These are a green bean from Italy. Kale, Russian red. We have another one, and I'm just going to leave it in there. It says it's Thrift, Bachelor's Button, Peppers from Heaven. I got a magnet that says You Are Brave and Beautiful. Hulk Aster, Red Masumoto Aster, Blue Butterfly Pea, Scabiosa Mix, Palma Black and White, Celosia Mix, and Rose Gold Celosia. And then I got these Penny Black seeds. Bachelor's Button Pink and Phlox Art Shades. I'm glad to have the Bachelor's Button Pink because I'm out of Bachelor's Button seeds. I'd like to grow some this year. Beautiful rose sticker. Another beautiful thing of stickers. Let's see. Great work in bloom. I dig your effort. 100% awesome. So this says extra, and it is a double giant violet queen zinnia. This one says a semi-dwarf Pamela zinnia, a Lilliput mixed colors zinnia, a bunch more flower stickers. Beautiful. That looks like a Lysianthus to me. I'm going to have to give this one to Dalton. Roman chamomile. Snowcap pole bean. Look how cool those are. Slippery silks bean. Red swan bush bean. Reed Kreb dry bush bean. Hondo Swanee skunk bean. Look how cool those are. Can you see those? They're like black and white. Calypso bean. Kennerly yellow eye. You can't see it, but it does have, well, I guess you can see it. There is a yellow eye. Cabarica dry bean. All of these are really cool looking. I'm not sure if the detail's showing up. The Quero dry bush, another black and white one. Blamira barbe bean. I'm not sure how you say it. It might be kind of hard to see, but these beans are actually a blue color. Pale lavender dry bush bean. These are speckled. And we have the painted pony bean. That was my last trade. These seed swaps are really great for bringing variety and getting to try things that I might not have known existed, or just that I wanted in my collection. And it's just a really nice way to get a bunch of different varieties, because if I get, say, 50 green zebra tomato seeds, I'm not going to plant all 50. So why not take some of those excess seeds that I don't need to get something else that I actually do want? Not that I don't want my original seed. Obviously, I wouldn't have bought it if I did, but I'm not going to plant them all. And it would take me several years to get through that many of one variety, so I'm just use it to add to my collection. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to participate in this swap, I will put the information or the link to the page in the description box. And all you got to do is join the group, and then the next swap will be in February. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.